Welcome to The Explainer. We're about to dive into a story that went viral, and for good reason. It's the kind of story that might make you seriously reconsider that late-night food delivery. It all starts with a pizza boy on his last run of the night, and it ends in absolute terror.
Okay, so right off the bat, the story hits you with this claim: this is a true story. Now, whether you buy that or not, it completely sets the stage. It's asking you to just for a moment believe that this could have really happened to someone.
All right, let's get into it. Part 1, A Featful Order. Our story kicks off with a guy named John. He's a college student just trying to get through another late shift delivering pizzas.
So you've got John. He's just a regular college kid, juggling his studies and a part-time job to make some money. He's totally normal, totally relatable, and that's what makes what's about to happen to him so freaking scary.
Picture this. It's 1 in the morning. The shop's about to close. The city's gone quiet. John is this close to clocking out and heading home. And then the phone rings. One last call that's about to change everything.
And the order? 4 large pizzas. I mean, who orders that much pizza so late at night? The voice on the other end of the line sounds a little weird, too. Kinda hesitant. The red flags are already popping up.
Every instinct is probably screaming, don't take it. But then he thinks about the tip. A big order could mean a big tip, and he really needs the cash. We've all been there, right? Making a choice for the money. But for John, this was the choice that sealed his fate. Okay, so he takes the order. Now we get to part 2, his journey into darkness. And really, this isn't just a drive across town. It's something else entirely, a descent. So the address is way out on the edge of town. You know the kind of place where the city lights just stop, and it gets real quiet. He's heading straight into the middle of nowhere.
And check this out. You can just feel him getting more and more cut off. The paved roads turn to dirt, the streetlights are gone. It's just him, his bike's headlights, and total, complete darkness. Each turn takes him further away from safety.
So now he's starting to freak out a little. The house is just this big, dark shape against the sky. It looks totally empty. He tries calling his manager. Nothing. Straight to voicemail. He is completely, totally on his own. And he's got this decision to make. Does he just leave? Or does he walk up to that terrifying-looking door? So he's walking up, and just then, a single light flicks on inside. Kind of gives him this false sense of hope, right? Like, okay, someone's home. It just reels him in a little closer. And this is where things get super creepy. It's like something out of a horror movie. One thing after another. He rings the bell. No answer. Then he hears footsteps inside, but nobody comes to the door. He turns to leave, and suddenly, the door just creaks open all by itself. At this point, John's just had it. His fear kind of turns into being ticked off. He thinks it's a prank, he's tired, he wants his tip, and he marches into that room ready to give someone a piece of his mind.
But it's not a prank. Not even close. He asks where their parents are, and he gets nothing. Just 2 little girls sitting on the bed staring at him with this weird, empty look. And just like that, all that annoyance he felt, it's gone. And the fear is back. Big time. And now we get to the peak, the absolute climax of the terror. All that confusion and frustration is about to snap back into pure, raw fear. So he tries one more time, asks if an adult can come and pay him. And that is when everything changes. Their eyes, they go completely white. And that dead silence, it breaks. But it's not with words. It's with this high, chilling laugh. A laugh that does not sound human.
And then they point, right behind him. That's when it hits him. This was a trap. The whole thing was a setup, and he walked right into it. Something else was in the house with them the entire time.
There's no thinking, no second guessing. The pizzas hit the floor, and he is gone. He just runs for his life. And as he's sprinting away, he looks back for just a second, and there they are. The woman and the 2 girls, standing in the doorway, totally still, just watching him run.
But it's not over. He gets to his bike, and of course it won't start. A flat tire. He's stranded. He's panicking, trying to call the police. And then, just when he thinks it can't get any worse, he looks in his rearview mirror.
And he sees them, all 3 figures, reflected in the mirror, standing right behind his bike. And they're moving towards him. That's it. He ditches the bike, doesn't even think, and just runs straight into the dark woods.
So this brings us to the aftermath. The cops show up, and they're about to uncover the secret of what really happened in that house that night.
The police go through the house top to bottom, and what do they find? Absolutely nothing. No furniture, no people, just dust and a wildcat. Their conclusion? The house has been abandoned for years, which makes John's story sound, well, impossible.
But the next day, John does some digging into the local records, and he finds it, the house's dark history. Turns out, 3 years ago, a mother and her 2 little girls were murdered in that very house. The case was never solved. He realizes he wasn't delivering pizza to a family. He was delivering it to their ghosts.
And that's the final chilling takeaway. John, of course, quit his job. I mean, who wouldn't? He was haunted by that night forever. But the story leaves us with this terrifying loose end. We know who haunts the house, but we still don't know who murdered them. And maybe the creepiest question of all, why did they order pizza?